You start.
I'm Oskar.
And I'm Dan.
And today we're in
Korea.
We're Oskar and Dan, two guys originally from Sweden who've been together for the past 10 years and explored more than half the world's countries together.
South Korea holds a special place in our hearts, especially Seoul, where we lived during university. That's why we decided to organize a group trip with some of you guys to this amazing city, and this is the first of 4 videos capturing an unforgettable week with 15 awesome people who started out as strangers and left as lifelong friends.
Hello guys from Seoul, South Korea, where we just hosted our first entirely independently organized group trip.
It was crazy. It was such a blast. So let us take you back to where it all began.
In the months leading up to the trip, we began realizing what an undertaking this was, and the day before, the nerves were pretty high.
Doing some last minute prepping before everyone arrives tomorrow.
Again, is let me keep nosh.
We're so excited for everyone to arrive. We've done so much prepping for this, and we really hope it's going to be an amazing trip and that everything just works out. I think I'm the most worried about things not working perfectly. Like, I'm such a perfectionist with this kind of stuff. If there's any small hiccups or anything, I'm going to blame myself so much, which I need to tell myself that I can't.
I just really hope that everyone gets along. That's what I'm a bit worried about, and that the vibes are good. Okay, you can't record me like this. I have water on my sweater.
Also, this is our second ever group trip. We did one 2 years ago to Morocco, but that one was organized through like a third-party independent company. Now we've done all the planning ourselves. So we booked a hotel, we've done the tour bookings, we've done all the planning for exactly where we're gonna be at what time, where we're gonna have lunch, dinner, all that kind of stuff. So it's been a good challenge, I think. And yeah, we're just hoping that everything turns out well.
We headed out into the city for some last-minute errands before everyone arrived the following day.
So it is the end of October, but it could not be more amazing out. The end of October or middle to end of October is by far our favorite time to visit Korea. We recommend it to everyone.
The fall foliage is out as well, and it's
And the air is very clean.
Yeah,
this time.
we were here once in August and would not recommend. So obviously a big part of this trip is getting around Seoul, and usually we just get T-money cards, which is like the regular public transport cards that you need to top up. But we were so happy because one of the guides for one of the tours we're doing recommended this so-called climate card, which is a different type of card where you can top up different periods rather than just topping up money that you pay for each ride. So you can do either a 1, 3, 5, 7, or 30-day pass. So we just loaded these with 7-day passes. For 7 days, we paid, well, you have to pay 3,001 for the actual card itself, and then you pay 20,000 on top of that for the 7 days. So 23,000 per person. Such a good deal, honestly. And if you're using even like 2, maybe 3 rides a day, it's bound to be worth it. All right, everyone, we are ready to welcome everyone arriving soon.
All right, everyone, we are welcome. We are ready to welcome everyone. Oh my God, we're so excited and a bit nervous.
Yeah.
And we hope everyone likes each other.
And by the way, do you want to look down a little bit? Look at these little merch creations for the
Everyone's
trip.
getting matching hats, no big deal. Just
Limited edition.
drag them around the world.
Seeing everyone together in person after only having seen people's photos was one of the most surreal feelings imaginable.
First off, we wanted everyone to get introduced to each other, but we knew everyone hates icebreakers, so we decided to make them as fun as possible.
Okay, so the first step is we're doing a bunch of icebreakers and group building activities, and we've tried to make them sort of Korean themed. So one of them is, you know those Squid Game like dalgona cookies with different shapes on them? We're including those.
You may start now.
Alex, oh James, Rich.
Okay, that was 11 seconds. So we're gonna have to try to do it a little bit better than that.
Yeah.
Let's just quickly introduce you to the members on this trip.
Hey, I'm James from USA, living in Germany.
Hi, my name is Ella Johansson. I'm half Danish, half Australian, and I'm living in Saudi Arabia.
Hi, I'm Jaden. I'm from the United States.
Hi, I'm Cornelius. I'm from Ireland and I'm living in Ireland.
Hi, I'm Josie. I'm from Germany.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm from Paris, France.
Hi, I'm Andrew from USA.
Adrian coming from Los Angeles.
I'm T from Sydney and KL. Hi, I'm Yanuts. I'm from Romania, but I live in Iceland.
I'm Michelle. I'm from Germany. I live in Australia.
Hi, I'm Grant from Kansas City.
Hi, I'm Isabel from Geneva, Switzerland.
Hi, I'm Marco. I'm from Mexico and I live in Mexico City.
And I'm Dan.
Who's this?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
Jump right. Wait, what are we doing?
After many laughs, we headed out for dinner and started getting to know this awesome group of 15 strangers who would slowly but surely turn into friends.
It was a lovely first evening. To be completely transparent though, our inner saboteurs came out that night and told us everyone is hating it and we've already failed miserably. Thankfully, that couldn't have been further from the truth, but it's easy to give in to the mind playing games with us sometimes.
Good morning, guys. We had a beautiful first evening. We went out to have dinner and we actually went to the very first restaurant that Dan and I went to together in Seoul, which was kind of nostalgic. I mean, we've been many times since then, but it just felt kind of cool to bring everyone there as kind of like a starting point for this trip. If you don't know already, we used to live in Seoul during college for 4 months. Okay, so our first stop this morning is the palace, but we're doing it with a twist. We are gonna be proper tourists today and dress up in Hanbok, the traditional Korean outfit, which is so fun because we've never actually done it before. And by the way, the Koreans love it. They even encourage it. You get free entry to the palace if you're wearing Hanbok, so they really like it when foreigners dress up in it.
So we haven't really revealed all this yet, but we're on our way to the palace, Gyeongbokgung Palace. It's the first time we've ever worn this, so you know, however many times we've been here is the charm.
You see everyone else dress up to come to the palace as well, so it's really like the thing you're supposed to be doing. We just haven't done it before, but it's really fun every now and then to like allow yourself to just be a tourist, I guess.
I feel like a princess.
Yes, I'm sure if you twirl, there's gonna be like sparkles coming off from the edge. Oh my god! This is what the dress looks like underneath. Woohoo!
I love the clip-on beards.
No, they're definitely real.
What do you think how old Korea is?
Our guide told us a brief but fascinating version of the history of Korea, from the unification of the three kingdoms in the year 676 to the prominent Joseon dynasty, which lasted for more than 500 years until the late 1800s, the annexation by Japan in 1910, which was devastating for Korea, liberation after World War II, and finally the Korean War in the 50s, which tore the peninsula in half.
So obviously for like the vast majority of this country's history, the entire peninsula has been one country, or at least in some sense unified. And even back then, Seoul became kind of like the planned capital for the entire kingdom. So yeah, this is very much like this central historical focal point, and it's kind of wild to just imagine how different everything has been since the 1950s and the Korean War, and how much that kind of changed the entire world's perception of Korea and North and South. So this tour has been mostly about, you know, the foundational history of Korea and then taking a lot of photos. It's very funny actually with like the Korean style of a tour, because Korean tourists, they do take a lot of photos, and that's kind of like one of the main purposes of a trip, to get like aesthetic photos and whatever. So I think that is very much reflected in the sort of tour style that we're getting. All right, it's time for a quick little stop on the tour. We're having a tteokbokki skewer.
After a quick bite, we walked through the ancient Bukhansan village with its beautiful traditional wooden houses before having a way too sugary lunch at one of our favorite cafes in the city.
The woman downstairs was very worried. She was like, please make sure your friends mix the strawberry latte.
Don't just drink this.
Our hotel had this awesome game room on the ground floor, so we developed a tradition of game nights every evening before bed, including possibly beating the world record in Big Jenga.
Very polite. Wow. This can't be real.
It's real and it's all yours. Oh my god. I am so screwed.
The tower actually couldn't physically be built any higher, so I guess we won the game.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, look out. Sure.
Good morning. We are about to do one of our favorite things in Seoul. We actually already did this in a vlog that we posted about 2 years ago with our friends when we hiked Bukhansan, which is like possibly our favorite hike in the world. This is our 6th time doing it, which is almost embarrassing to say, but I guess that just goes to show how amazing this hike is. We just took 2 trains to get here, and now we're hopping on a bus to get to the starting point of a slightly off the beaten path track to get to the peak. So we're going to show you exactly how to get here so you can do this one as well, because we think this is actually better than the official track, or like the one that most tourists take. So that is the bus stop you want to go to, and now we'll start the hike.
Which should take, we've done it in an hour and a half. Oh.
Which was a world record, probably. Yeah.
So we're thinking like 2.5 hours for the slow group, maybe 2 hours.
Yeah, we're doing a fast group and a slow group. Yeah. Yes, who's doing which one? Or who's leading which one? No. Who's ready for the hike?
Yay!
Yay! I need more enthusiasm than that. Who's ready for the hike?
Yay!
Woo!
Bukhansan is located on the northern periphery of Seoul, and it's the tallest mountain within the city area. There are 3 main peaks, and today we'd be conquering the tallest one at 836 meters. Not bad for a mountain within a city.
One of the really cool things about the trail we're doing is that we get to walk along this entire stretch of the old city wall of Seoul, which is really awesome. So it's really like we're walking alongside history.
While the Seoul city wall protected the historical ancient city with parts of the wall still intact around modern Seoul to this day, this wall up here in the mountains is part of the Bukhansan Song Fortress, which was finished in 1711 and intended to close off the final gap in the fortification of the city.
The fall foliage in late October makes this beautiful trail even more stunning, and the higher up we got, the more the leaves started shifting in color.
Everything was easy enough until...
We officially made it to the final stretch. This is where the hike gets a bit crazy because you kind of had to use your hands to climb up on this rock. So we told everyone, if you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to do this last bit, but you've also come all this way. And the view from above is gonna be incredible. Luckily, we don't have to climb like those guys at least.
And finally, we made it to the top.
Welcome to Seoul!
One of the best things about this peak is these cuties living up here. Every time we've done this hike, there have been cats up here, obviously feeding on hikers snacks, but it's just so fascinating to think about what they do all day, where they sleep, and how they came to live up here.
We absolutely love that hike. It is one of our favorites in the world. But I don't know why today somehow we were like shocked by the very last bit where it gets really steep. But I think maybe now that we had like 15 other people with us that we were sort of responsible for, it all of a sudden felt like a lot more intense. Advertising this hike as like intermediate might not be entirely accurate. The first part until you get to that last section is definitely intermediate and it's fine, but yeah, that last bit probably just more advanced to be honest. Regardless, it is probably one of the most stunning views you could get from any sort of city hike in the world. We're happy that people enjoyed it and that we got to share with everyone. All right, the time has come to do a Norebang, which is Korean karaoke. So we got 2 rooms here at this like premium place, supposedly. So let's sing our hearts out. And when you get the chance, you are the dancing queen.
And we'll leave you with our beautiful singing voices for today. Thank you guys for coming along for this first video from our Korea group trip. We got to do so many amazing and insightful things on this trip, from looking into North Korea and meeting North Korean defectors to learning about the dark side of South Korean youth. We really cannot wait to share the rest of this with you. Until we see you in the next video, see you around the world. And here's our final number for today.